More or less any lead that comes into the business is going to be via a form of some kind, and the AI Lead Management Accelerator is able to connect to pretty much any form solution out there that has an API available. In this case, we're mocking things up with a simple HubSpot form, but we can connect to pretty much any CMS form, whether that also things like LinkedIn lead gen forms, webinar tools, that kind of thing. We're just going to put some simple dummy details in and submit the form. And then very shortly, we should be seeing a lead pop up in Slack for attention of the sales team. So the lead has now arrived into Slack. We can see the notification. And from the simple 5-field form that we submitted, you can see that the lead has now been enriched. What has also happened in the background is that the email address domain has been checked against a known list of over 4,000 free email providers, so we can validate that it's a work email. If that's required, if that isn't part of your process, that element can be taken out of the overall workflow. So we can see now that we've got RevOps Lab has submitted a lead, that they're in the consulting industry, that they're based in Birmingham. We can see some information about employee size. In this case, revenue hasn't pulled through. And we can decide whether we're going to accept or reject the lead. In this case, we're going to accept it. So we can see now that we've immediately had a response back from the system. Thanks for accepting the lead. The contact respect list from RevOps Lab has been updated in CRM, and a personalized email will be created in a moment and posted to the suggested outreach property on the contact record. We can easily go and do that by clicking the Continue in CRM button. And that takes us straight into the record that's being created. And we can see down here on the left that we have got a personalized email that's pulled in via OpenAI. Now that has brought in fields from the enrichment data, so it's brought in things like industry, and it's then looked up that industry against a lookup table that's in the back end, which lists pain points for the purchase of iPaaS tools in this case as an example. So this then pulls together this perfectly tailored email. It doesn't send it. Most sellers want to review anything that's been created by AI before it's sent. It could be made to do so if that was what was required. It's really just as simple though as taking the information, including subject line if we've got here, and then hitting email. Of course, this being HubSpot, it's already preset to send. It would be the same in Salesforce, and we can see that this email is ready to go. We can grab the subject line as well if we want to use the one that's been suggested. In this case, we will. And we can just go ahead and send that email. And the time now from submitting that form, enrichment, loading to CRM, personalized response, validation against work email, all of that's happened within just a couple of minutes, massively increasing the speed to personalized response.